I don't really feel like yelling at you guys tonight. I was just gonna talk about the other night and how I was annoyed, but mainly it's just you know, I mean it's really pointless to talk about because it's just something that I could start slashing. You know what I mean? No, it's just sometimes the chat gets incredibly annoying. No, no abuse. Mainly it's just the chat doesn't know when to quit, and it doesn't make this stream fun. You know. So then, when that's the case, I just don't want to do anything. I just want to leave. I don't want to play nothing. So right now, I am, you know, stressed with IRL stuff. I got accepted Kaizo, which is like a blessing and a curse. I've been putting a lot of time into any percent. And when Kaizo was accepted, any percent had to kind of go on the back burner. And that was a lot of work, you know, a lot of work that I put into any percent to get to where I was. I was on low 41 paces. So ultimately, like, I become stressed because I'm like, okay, so I have a month and a half to get prepared for Kaizo. However, I still really want to get good times in any percent, and I want to stay derusted. I don't want all of that to go to waste because I have put a lot of behind-the-scenes practice and work into any percent. More than I have in many years, okay? So when I see the same old, like, annoying jokes, like I've quit or I don't care about Kaizo, or when I play Kaizo that I gave up on any percent and I don't care about any percent, when I see that 50 times a night, I understand it's a joke, but it becomes frustrating because everyone's like, oh, gang up, you know, it's very, very funny, ha ha ha. But at the same time, I want to respond to people. I want to look at the chats. I want to be able to communicate with you guys, have conversation. But the entire chat was just filled with shit like that, with very little substance. So there really is, there was just no meat in between the buns. It was just strictly shit, you know. And for me, I just see that, and it's just tiring. It's mentally exhausting because I am trying to mentally juggle any percent, Kaizo, what's coming up, stress from IRL stuff. And then on top of that, of course, you guys don't see a lot of that shit, but I kind of just want a getaway. And sometimes I even try to take the conversation in a different routes, and it's always brought back on the if I reset, it's the same old, oh, haha, he's throwing for content, you know, washed. Trust me, I know it's a joke, and I love the funny humor back and forth, but that's all it is sometimes. And that is just so mentally exhausting because I'm already mentally exhausted. So that's why I quit the stream the other night, because I was incredibly annoyed. I did not want to deal with that shit. And I understand that bringing it to light also encourages people to go, ahaha, I have no life, therefore I want to, you know, misery enjoys company, I'm miserable, so I want to make Oats miserable. I'm totally cool with that if all of a sudden shitters come out of the woodwork and do that, because once it's out, like, once I'm, like, dishing out that stuff and I talk about it, it's different. You know what I mean? Like, it's out there. So now I understand, like, if people do that, mainly it's just because people are being shitters, and that does not really affect me at all. Because, trust me, I've dealt with a lot of shitters in my life, or in my streaming career. But the thing is, I don't want people to be banned either if people are just messing around joking. It's just, there needs to be a balance because there is just no substance. And like I said, I do look at the chat to, like, actually have some conversation sometime. But there was no conversation to be had. You kind of just bred us to give you a hard time, though. Okay, that's another thing. I want to make it very clear. I do ban people. I did not breed you to be insulting to me and to put me down. I did not breed people to literally be insulting. I did not breed you to fucking, you know, just put anyone down in general. To just insult me or just attack me with actually no joke or, you know, no substance to what you're saying. Breed. Oats, you bred us. I didn't do that. Don't blame me. If you feel like I'm calling you out, maybe that needs to be something that you need to look into. I did not try to cultivate a chat that just attacks me relentlessly. I want to have a chat that we can BS back and forth and have fun. Okay? I don't want a chat that's just going to sit there and go, oh, Oats, I want to jerk you off and you're the best person in the world. I've always made that clear because I find that just, you know, ass-kissing. But I don't want a chat that turns a little bit of camaraderie and a little bit of fun into actual literal personal attacks to just vent and use me as a punching bag. There's a huge difference. Okay. And there's always been a difference. And there's always been kind of a there's always been a fine line that we've kind of walked on, but like I said the other day, it was just too much, and a lot of the chat definitely crossed that line. And yeah. Anyways, I understand this might bring people out to as a, you know, people might use this as a way to be further assholes, but whatever, I don't care, because once I talk about it, and we're good to go. Because I now understand that if people do it, they're just trying to do it to, you know, bring someone down to their level, which is just sadness. So, I appreciate you guys. I truly do appreciate everybody. I love the chat. I love my stream. I really do. I'm not talking to everyone specifically. I'm just saying, as a whole, I want to have a chat that just doesn't use me as a punching bag, because I do go through shit as well, just like you guys. So, yeah, I'm going to host Emmett. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good night, everyone. Thanks for hanging out.